Well, hello everybody. It is time for eSeniors GT3 World Championships once again, and we are doing LMU today. LMU in the rain. So yeah, exciting times coming up. LMU in the rain is going to be fun. We are going to be at Fuji, the Fuji race. It says the classic one, and then it's the one with the extra chicane in it. So that's going to be fun. What do we go do next here? Let's go straight to the standings, if I can find them. And where are my standings? There we are. Hang on for 1 second. I'm just going to get the right screen up here. There we are. So, there we go. There's our screen. We are at the second race. Let me just scroll down here. This is the GT3 standings for the LMU. The GT3 is led by Steve Howells in the first race, got first. And look who's in second, our favorite guy, Christer Hjort. Look at that, in second place. He's all excited. He's doing whoop, whoop, whoops during practice there. In third place is Ed Jones and Lee Ellis in fourth, and you can see the rest. I guess we only had 6 players or 6 drivers last week. Last one was Stewart, and we have Paolo this week. He's racing, I think, in a hypercar for the first time. So let's go to hypercar for their standings. Hypercar, a familiar face in first place, Mr. Brian Murray from Northern Ireland. Way to go, Brian. Bruce Hopkins in second. Steve Young in third. There, Michael McLennan in fourth. David Craig in fifth. These are all regular names in those top 5. I was racing last week, but did not finish. So that was kind of fun. Anyway, today is Fuji in the rain, folks. In the rain. Yes, yes, yes. Hold on. I'm going to get the graphic back up again in my face. Yeah, so it's going to be in the rain, so that's exciting for some people. It's going to be exciting for Jose. He said he's never raced in the rain before. And it's very difficult to practice rain settings because the practice part of LMU doesn't really give you heavy rain. I was doing it this morning there, and I did try the fun race there on Wednesday, and it was, it was a fair amount of grip, not too bad. So not too bad in that sense, but what can I tell you? It's and most of the canned or bought setups don't have wet ones yet. I think CDA might, but CDA doesn't. But I think maybe Go has some rain settings. But not yet. Of course, you have to use wet tires, and you have to remember to put them on your car because it's not automatic. What else can I tell you? Well, let's go to our wonderful sponsors before I forget. Syndeo, a company of consultants for communication needs. Any communication needs you have, look up Syndeo. One of our drivers is the owner of that company. And what can I think of the name? Sim 3D, of course, makers of some fine equipment. I haven't bought any of their stuff yet. I almost bought a button box from them, but ended up with a Steam Deck instead. But Sim 3D, yes, sir. Look them up if you're looking for some accessories. So that is that done. We are not much time left in the practice session. We're going to be starting the qualification in 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Let me get on board to make sure I've got some. See if I got any folks listening on the stream today. Nobody watching just yet. Nobody watching just yet. That's okay. I know the guys will watch it afterwards. Yeah, LMU has some fun racing up ahead with a little bit of water on the track. If I remember correctly, it's going to start fairly dry, but you will see that it gets wetter and wetter all the time. So, what else can I tell you? Yes, of course, it is a mixed race, hypercars and GT3 cars in LMU racing. They have not really done much of an update yet in LMU. They got the first version out. It's the no longer in beta. But not much change when they turned it into a regular game. I'm not sure if they increased the pricing at all, but certainly there's a lot of people thinking it is the race simulation of the future right now. But we'll see what ACC does with its next release. I know they're thinking of releasing. They've said they haven't given up. I haven't really seen if Evo's done very much either. So, but anyway, let's see how that goes. We're going to have a fair number of people here. I think we're going to have 13 people, and I'm going to get out of the chat here. I'm in the chat with the guys. There, I'm out away from them. They are chatting online. We only got a couple of minutes left, I think. Yeah, 1 minute left in the practice. Then we're going to jump into qualification. And the interesting part of qualification when you race with us is that you can turn the other cars off, in the sense that you look like you're qualifying all by yourself, even though in the simulation there are a number of cars, everybody's on track at the same time. So that's kind of fun, or interesting, I should say. Takes away some of the issues. But other than that, it's just your normal old thing. We have got, geez, I wonder if I've shown as being a car in here. Interesting. Even though I am a spectator, it's showing me as a car. So we have 13 or 14 racers today. We got 6 hypercars and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or 8. I'm not sure if Stewart's actually racing. He's in a different color, so no, for some reason. Oh no, he's there. So we have 8 GT3 drivers. So that is going to be fun. We've got very little. I think we're in the practice area now. Guess what? I'm going to switch you over so you guys can see what is happening. There you go. And I can get a window going here so I can see what you're seeing. There we go. Let's talk about cars, the types of cars. We have got, ooh, that's interesting. There's some blanks there. I believe the blanks are the new Aston Martin. Nope, that's not true either. Interesting that they have some blanks. I think it shows blank when you have your own livery. I think that is the issue. Let me switch over to Krister, for example. Where is Krister? There's Krister. He is in a Mercedes, but it does not show in this panel what he's got. Okay, so who is out there first? Is that Krister out there first? Look at that. Way to go, Krister. We are going to follow Krister. So you'll notice, yes, that... whoop, didn't want to do that. Krister says this is the best one. There's Krister's livery, custom livery. He is the first guy out there. So it's dry right now. It seems like that's the feature, if I want to call it that, of LMU, as the track starts out dry and then gradually gets more and more rain. So qualification-wise, you might get your best lap in first or second lap. Huh? That makes sense, huh? So let's just watch Krister come around. Very nice livery. As you know, I've said it before, Krister's livery is about, just trying to do something here. Chris, get some chats so I can see the chat line. Yes, hello, say hello. Somebody's watching on the chat. So Krister has a brother-in-law. I keep forgetting who it is, or a brother that's in a GT3 team, and that is the team car. He had the luxury of going to a race and seeing that car, so that was pretty cool. So is Krister, I believe he is on board, or he is the first guy out there. Oh, you know what? I don't have the sound for the game on. I can just notice that. There you go. Now you can hear something going on. Sorry about that. Okay, this is not sure if this is his first lap or not. He's going to put a time up. No, this might be his qualification, first qualification lap. So it's raining slightly, not much on the track, as you notice. Now look at that, it came down heavier just as I said something. So we're going to watch a full race, a full lap in Krister's car. And I know there's somebody watching. Say hello on the chat, please. Let me get my audio system set up. So yeah, no, you're not going to get a full lap on dry pavement. But the guys were saying likely, but based on the race we had, the practice race, that the rain gets heavier and heavier as the hour goes on. There's the extra chicane that you get in the classic track. That chicane is not there in the WEC version or layout. And that's a pain in the neck. It's kind of like two chicanes in a row. And the first one's quite sharp, as you will see. You can see if I'll put the track map up here. That doesn't help. All right, Mr. Brian Murray in the hypercar put in the first lap for, excuse me, for the hypercars, 138.6. Followed by Jose Alves in second. Look at that. Derek Bird had some disaster on his lap. Look at that, 11 seconds behind. So here comes Krister's first time, I think. There he is, 12 seconds back. I'm not sure if I can get the fields for each individual. No, I'm looking to try to put the just the GT3 cars up, and I can't. Let's get off of this view and watch Krister. I'm just going to try and see if I can get the different classes separately on this broadcast screen. I don't think I can. Maybe I will jump to, let me hide this right now. This overlay. Oh, Krister did a little spinorama, And I'm going to put the regular panel up. And why isn't it letting me do that? And that's why, hold on, there's the standings. Now I'm going to be able to select, if I select Brian, we'll see just the hypercars. Maybe I'll just leave it in this mode. There is Brian Murray. He is a second up on the second place. And there is the GT3 cars. We've got Stephen Howells, 149.4. He's almost got a full second up on Derek Bird. So look at that. Third place is up for grabs. However, second place is up for grabs with the two guys there. What else can I show you? Can't see the. Let's see what happened with Stephen Howells. I'm going to get on board with Stephen here. Oh, I'm sorry, not Stephen. Jose. Where is Mr. Hopkins? Mr. Hopkins is not doing well, so let me take a quick peek. Where is Hopkins is still in the pits? No, there he is. He's not got it. Let's just jump on board with Steven here, because he is a hot player. I am shown as a driver here. I thought I signed on as a spectator, but that's fine. I want to get on board with Steven. I know there's another view here that's pretty cool, where you see, sorry, I thought I had an on board where you see a better version of the cockpit. But there's Steven. This should be a lap that counts. Here we go. Right now, that's the start-finish line. 3-4, did not have a good lap yet. Did not have a good lap yet. How is it going in the GT3 category? Oh, there we go. Howells is still up there. Mr. Alex Paolo has he got ahead of Krister, I notice. Again, anybody on the stream, say hello. You got 3 watching. Say hello to me. Say hello to me, please. Who are we on board with here? We're on board with Howells. How is Krister doing? Here, I do have a qualifying information piece. Let's go back to Howells. And Paolo. Let's see how Paolo, oh, he's going to the start-finish line. Let's see if he improves. No, did not have a better lap. We should have, those are sector times for these people on the screen. Let's go back to Bruce. Bruce is having a tough time. Bruce, don't forget, is in second place in the standings. This might change things a little if he hasn't had time to practice. Let's go back to what's pretty exciting. Derek. How is Derek doing in his lap? Not good. Not good. He is not improving. Let's see. Paolo. He's just starting his lap, I think. Krister is on an out lap, I believe. Everybody else is in the pits. Look at this. We have 6 minutes left qualifying. There's a lot of GT3 guys in the pits trying to figure out what to do. Let's just stick here with Mr. Alex. I'm not sure that time is valid on the screen there for his quali time. The target time is the 1:38 would be his best time, I believe. No, couldn't be. Looks like the top time is, oh, sorry, I should have got rid of the overlapping towers there. Why didn't it go? I know why. There we go. There's the overlapping towers gone for now. Now you can see things a little bit better. Now I can't see the quali thing. Let's just see if Alex improved. 1.1 is what he was behind the leader. Nope, not a better lap. Not a better lap. Look at that. Everybody's in the pits. Even Derek just went in. Who's ever else is Danny Britos just spun. All right, let's get back to the hypercars. Jose was the one who said he has not tried. I thought it was Jose said he hadn't tried. No, it was Paulo hadn't tried the wet race yet. So Jose is in second place. Hopkins is still having his issues. He's just starting a new lap now. We haven't been on board with Steve yet. Let's watch Steve come around in the what is he in? He is in a Ferrari. And that is a custom livery. That's a classic Sky 194 livery. If you don't know it, he is a significant presence on YouTube. Look him up. Sky 194. He's got some great setup videos. Let's just watch him for a bit. Nice rooster tails. Coming off. How much time have we got left? 3 minutes left in quali. Let's see how Steve is doing. He's just on fumes there, 7% energy. So he's trying for a good lap. Where is he in the lap? He's getting close, I think, to the start-finish line. Here he comes. Steve Young, 1.6. Did not improve. How is Nick doing? Here comes Nick down the start-finish line, I think. He is in an Aston Martin Valreiki. Beautiful car. Sounds great. Sounds like an F1 car, doesn't it? He is in third place. You notice now on these cars they have a little number board. See that? You see it right there, third. So he is in third place in quali. That tells you that. Go to Jose. He'll show in second. Where is his little number plate? Maybe he's gone. There it is on his ass end a little bit. Second. See that? It's a little bit less noticeable because he has that nice custom livery. Jose Alves, I believe, from Portugal. 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left. How are we doing on the GT3 side? Steve Howell is in the pits. Alex is out there in his Porsche. Look at that go. What's camera are we on here? Okay, we're on camera 2. Let's leave it on camera 2. That is another custom livery, I am sure. We might just leave it on. Oh, you know what? There may be something here. Oh, there we go. Some sector times. Not sure what it means. We'll see. Oh, he gave it a little pop on the side. Krister's still out there. There's Krister. Look at that big Merc. Look at that big Merc. Hello on the stream. Anybody watching, say hello on the chat. I will respond. Krister. So there's the sector times. Doesn't really show you what your best lap is or your previous lap. You can tell how good a sector you're having against everyone else. However, let's just see what Krister, I assume the sector times come up as he goes by them. This might be an outlap for Krister. Let's find somebody else who's out there. There is Danny Britos. So he's got a first sector in there. He's not improving over the guy above him. This is a way of showing the improvement, I guess. Who else is out there? Nobody else is out there except for Steve Young in the hypercar. He's a little bit behind his sector, so he's not improving. Let me go back to Krister, who's trying to get into third place here. I still don't see a sector time. I wonder if he just didn't. I think he, again, might be on his outlap. Danny Britos is there. He is not improving on the guy ahead of him. So let's see if Krister's going to have time to get another lap in. I don't think so. He's only got 3 seconds left, and he is giving up. So that is, I believe, the end of it. That is the end of it. So that is our leaderboard. Let's go to the leaderboard in the hypercar class. Mr. Brian Murray with 138.6. And next is Jose Alves. 2 Porsches at the top. He's a whole second behind. Nick Newcomb is in third place. 1.5 seconds back. Then we've got to go to the grid for a race start. Okay, so the race start is about to happen. We're going to go to the other guy. Steve Howell's in first place. Oh, I lost his timing now. So Derek Bird next. Paulo Alex a third. And Krister Hort in fourth. So, was it showing up there? I'm going to get rid of this timing side. I may go to the other session, if you don't mind. Hang on here. I know what I'm doing wrong. Hang on. Browser. And transition. There we go. And so you're seeing the tower now. And they've got the people. Okay, so that's that. Let's go and see if we can quickly go through everybody's starting order. And it should be coming up on the screen. Where is it? Not coming up yet. There it is. Howells and Bird. Let's see here. Hold on. Why is the starting order not coming up? Usually it does a nice little graphic for us. Okay, we'll just go through. I guess not everybody's there yet. Brian's still in the pits. So when Brian comes in, we'll have to wait until the start of the race, or start of the pit, the lap. Just hang on for 1 second. I do have a nice starting order that shows you all the nice liveries.
Formation lap has started.
There we go. Maybe now it's going to let me go to that. And hang right on again. No, for some reason it's not letting me do the starting order today. Well, I'll just try and get it on board here. Need the in-game panels here. Get rid of this thing. I need the cameras. Whoop. Find a good camera angle. We can look at the guys. There's Mr. Murray. Next is Jose Alves. Next is Newcomb in that black car. Steve Young. Michael McLennan, Bruce Hopkins, Stuart Charles, and in first place for the GT cars, there he is. Oh, we got a green flag. Let's get going quick to the top right away. Where am I? Where am I? Where am I? Quickly. What the heck? There he goes. There he is. And Brian's ahead. He's staying ahead. Yes, he is. In his second place, Jose's trying to come around with Nick. And what's happening on the, looks like Derek Bird got ahead of Howells for a second or two, but he's settling back into where he was. But Derek, I believe, gained a position there. Let's see what's happening over here. Of course, Brian has pulled away already, but Alves and Young and Newcomb are duking it out. Here comes Steve. He's trying. He's trying. Young is there. He's got some pace. He wants to get ahead while the track is still dry enough. And behind there, we've got McLennan. Oh, and Alves goes wide. Jose goes wide. Lost 1 position, 2 positions, 3 positions. Lost it all right there. How is it going with the GT3 cars? There is Mr. Howells in first place. And we've got behind him a big battle going on. Paolo and Krister and Derek Bird. A little bit further back, let's just see. Lee Ellis is on his own. Danny Britos is back there. So we've got, this is the little battle for GT3 cars. There he is in third place. Love that panel up ahead. How is Steve doing? Steve is coming down the straight now. Look at that, both of them sliding. Let's get on board with Steve, see how it looks. I don't having not even any rooster tails just yet, so there's a lot of grip out there. Oh, behind looks like McLennan and Hopkins are after something. There goes McLennan by Hopkins. Oh, and Hopkins goes out wide, 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 wide. And did he go to the pits? Where is Hopkins? There he is. Oh, he just disappeared for a second, I think, off the screen. So Jose is right behind him. How about up here? What are we doing, Paolo? It's going to be hard to keep track of everything that's going on here, folks. It is going to be a race of attrition, I believe. There's Derek. Is caught up with Howells quite a bit. To see how far ahead he is a little bit. And let me get my... That is... Paolo. Just hang on for a second. We're going to get the better driver information on here. What up ahead, Derek. Whoa, Paolo just spun out. Just spun out. Is he having trouble getting back on? He's lost a number of positions. That is not good. So now Derek is in second place. Krister is in third. Where's Krister? So we're going to have a lot of that happening. I don't have any replay capability, I don't believe. Oh, yes, I do. Ooh, look at that. I'm going to go on board with, who was it? Paolo. I'm going to back up slightly to see if I can catch that. Right there. Hits the curb. Goes wide. No, that was before his... No, that was after his spin. Just experimenting a little bit here, guys. Maybe missing something. That doesn't look like it shows. No, it doesn't look like it, does it? There's Krister. Let's get on board with Krister. See what he's looking at. Looking at lots of water on the track is what he's looking at. And up ahead, Bird is losing a little ground. All right, let's get back up here with Murray and Newcomb. Oh, that is Steve Young trying to go around the outside for a second. Here he comes. Steve looks pretty good here. Now he is in the Valreiki, I think. He's got the inside. He has got the inside. That is a very nice pass, but he goes a little wide. Is Newcomb going to come back? No, he doesn't. So Steve gets ahead of him. Nice job there. Oh, and right behind him, Hopkins and McLennan are at it. So Bruce is starting to get his feet wet, as we say. Trying to go around the outside of Michael. Very close, very close. What's it look like from his point of view in the rooster tail? Nah, the rooster tail doesn't really show much. Wow, wow, wow. How is Steve doing? Steve is quite a bit ahead of Bruce now. Or not Bruce, but Nick. Well, Bruce goes into the grass. What was that? What was that? Here comes Bruce on the inside. And Michael cut him off. The grass hit the curb a little bit there. And these two guys are having trouble because Jose has caught up to them now. This is quite a battle. Quite a battle. I can actually see the interval on my screen, so that's good. We're going to stick with this one for a while yet, because everybody else is fairly far apart. Quickly change to Lee Ellis here, is giving Ed Jones a run. And up ahead, Derek is quite a bit further back. Krister is struggling a little bit. Let's go back to that Lee Ellis, Ed Jones battle for now, and I'll take a quick peek to see. These guys are still at it. Jose Hopkins and Michael McLennan are still at it. And they get to the middle guy here. There goes Bruce trying on the outside again. Very close together. Oh, is he going to get it here? Find some grip? No, he didn't find any grip. He's trying to go on the outside. He looks like he's in the Aston Martin. If I'm not mistaken. Whoa, Bruce. Looks like he's sliding. I'm having a little bit, the graphics on here showing the sliding a little too much, I think. Try another screen picture here. The cars look a little erratic to me, and I have a feeling that's net code. Bruce is just right behind McLennan. He's just waiting for McLennan to make a mistake. Behind everybody spread out a little bit, so this is the one. Here he comes again, taking another look. Up ahead, everything is a little bit wide. There's lots of... This is a 60-minute race today. These guys are going to be sweating at the end of this race, that's for sure. We're on board now with Jose, because he's watching, see if Bruce makes a mistake trying to get through. I don't know if they're just trying to survive these guys or what. Everybody's spread out on the GT3 class a little bit, so we'll stick with these guys for now. The GT3 guys are 36 seconds behind the hypercars. So they've got about a minute. We got another minute before they catch up and get some traffic. Whoa, there goes Hopkins, and there goes Jose, almost followed him in. McLennan now is having some trouble. So Bruce is back on the track. He now is 2 seconds back. So now we've got Jose all over McLennan. McLennan just can't get a break here. He's just got whoever is right on top of him. He's only 3 seconds behind Nick. Yeah, I've got a 109 frames per second here, so if we're seeing any erratic nature on the stream, that's not my screen, that is netcode. All right, let me see if anybody is coming close to anybody else. Well, let's do a quick rundown. Derek Bird is 3 seconds behind Howells. We should be able to see Howells. There he is, up in front. Derek is in second. Krista is 7 seconds back. See, there's the leaders up ahead of him. Lee is 3 seconds behind Krista. Look at these guys having trouble now. And who's next here? Ed Jones is 4 seconds back too. You can barely see him. So let's go back to Brian Murray. Let's just look at Brian Murray in his car. He is flying as usual. 7 seconds up on Steve Young. Here is Steve. Steve is in types of cars, because I'm not sure what kind of car that is. Yeah. And Nick Newcomb, all these, there's Nick. Ooh, but behind him we have all that battle. There is Michael, Jose right behind him, and Bruce not that far behind either. I think there he is. Is that a GT3 car in between them? Nope. All right, that is Jose. That is Jose trying to get by McLennan. It is a battle again. Oh, looks like he's going to have a chance here. He's going to have a chance. He's got the inside track on Michael. Michael's not going to give up. We know that. He is not going to give up, but look at this. Oh, that looks like a tap. They look like they overlapped each other for a second. That, again, might be net code. And Jose could not make it happen, so I don't know if that was a tap. Oh, McLennan goes a bit wide. And now he is behind. Let's see if he was holding up Jose. There, we got that pass. Whoa, McLennan. Yeah, we're definitely having net code issues. See the way he slid? Yeah. They got some work to do. They got some work to do. They've got the, I think they've got the tower a little bit too big, don't they, on this screen that you guys are watching? How many guys on the chat? Looks like we had 2. We have 5 people watching on the chat and nobody's commenting? What's going on? Oh, I don't have the chat. I don't have the chat line properly set up here. Why? What happened here? And I don't have a stream on my YouTube. Is not looking right. There we go. Huh. My YouTube screen was way behind. Okay, so let's leave that there. I don't know if you guys are chatting amongst yourselves or not. I can't see. Find my window there. Okay, I'm back. I'm back looking at the screen now. So I'm not, wasn't watching. So McLennan is now a second and a half. So he was holding Jose back. He was holding Jose back. So there's lots of gaps now out here. There's Paulo, who is the one who is having trouble. Not trouble, but he had not had a chance to practice racing in his Porsche in the rain. But he's doing okay because he's right up there next to Ed Jones. Look at that livery. Nice livery. I'm pretty sure that is a... no. Sorry, Paulo. I'm looking at for Paulo here. Yeah, Porsche, I don't think that is that custom livery. He's actually catching up to Ed. Let's see what it looks like from his point of view. Oh, yeah, there we go. Where we go. Maybe it wasn't Paulo that said he hadn't practiced yet. It was somebody in a hypercar. I believe it was either Jose or Paulo. I forget. So there we go. Pass there. I just missed it. I was looking away. So that was a pass. I'm going to try seeing if I can go back. Yes, I can. Well, let's see that pass from this point of view. Wow. Nice job. Here it comes. Through the chicanes. Lots of double chicane there. Whoa, he was going sideways. Look at that. Oh, wow, what a weird net code. We missed the pass during the net code. So, okay, there we go. They were ahead of each other. Oh, we're getting some overlap now. There's Nick Newcomb trying to pass the GT3 cars. So I guess the since it's McLennan, we've missed all the traffic for these guys, for the hypercars. Getting by the GT3 guys. Taking a look at some gaps here. Lee Ellis is getting closer to Krister, and Krister is getting passed by Steve Young, it looks like. So Lee is only a second back from Krister. Let's see, he's in a, what is he in there? He's in a Mercedes also. So this is a bad, look at that standing water on that graphic. Holy smokes. So Lee is trying to track down the other. Oh, he went sideways there. And look at that. Didn't lose anything. We have 43 minutes left in the race, folks. 43 minutes of this. Now there's going to be probably a pit stop. I don't think any of the cars can make the 60-minute race. So we'll probably end up with some pit stops. Well, this is the battle right now. This is definitely the battle on the track. Nobody else is remotely close, except maybe Bruce on McLennan again. So Bruce is caught up with Michael McLennan. Bruce is in second place. He's got to make up some ground here. Let's get back to the Ellis right battle with Krister. So I'm a little disappointed in the way the stream is working here. Like we're getting a lot of chattering. And I'm not sure I've got the live action on my YouTube version, so it'd be nice if I notice a few people watching. Say hello on the chat. I'll try and see it and try and respond. How am I doing for my volumes? Where's my volume? Volumes look pretty good. Sorry, I'm not watching the screen there, so it looks like we got some hypercars going through these guys. That's Jose. Is Jose the last one? No, we've got Bruce and McLennan to come through yet. So let's see if Ellis can make up some ground with these hypercars coming through. There's a hypercar coming up behind Ellis now. So that might hamper the two guys a little bit. Here goes the hypercar. That is Hopkins. And McLennan is not far behind, 3 seconds back. And it looks like Ellis, he has got some momentum on the other Mercedes. Let's see if he can make it happen. Here comes McLennan, and McLennan is a little too aggressive there. Went off. You got to be careful, Michael. You got to be patient. That's not a great place to pass those guys. Now you're going to have to do it all over again. So here we go with Ellis on Krister. No, I don't like the tower there. I wonder if this view would be better. Probably would, huh? So I'm going to get rid of this view that we're looking at here. If I can find the right screen. So now you're looking at gaps from the car's point of view. McLennan just... Well, folks, I don't know what I'll try one more time here. Online, I'll see if I can find the server. And where is it? Hosted. Looking for the eSeniors server. It's a different way of signing in, by the way. Looking for the eSeniors up here. That's not there. And I don't see it. I don't see it. And I'm missing it. I'm not missing it. And last but not least here, I'll enter the lobby code directly again. And that is 5T5W2 and enter. I know if people have had trouble when they oh, let me say spectate that time. Maybe we're back. Maybe we're back. Just hanging tight as it loads. As you see,
Again.
it takes a while to load. Here it comes. Here it comes. Okay, now we're back. Now I can say watch. It's trying to synchronize. As you can see. Syncing server, synchronizing. Synchronizing. Does not look good, folks. Does not look good. Yeah, it doesn't look good. You know, I'm able to actually change. There we go. Oh, I guess it's synchronized. So what are we doing? What are we doing? We've got Bird again disappeared. We've got Bird in second place. Let's look up above. We've got Brian Murray. He is not. He is 10 seconds. Look at this. We've gotten problems here. He just disappears for a while. Steve Young's in second. What happened down here? We've got Nick Newcomb. I'll just go through everybody. There's Steve Young. There is Jose. He is 19 seconds back. There's Bruce Hopkins. He's 7 seconds back. Nick Newcomb in 5th place. Lots of hypercars today, isn't there? 6 hypercars, not lots, I should say. All right, in the GT class, there is Mr. Howells. He's only 2 seconds up on Derek. So Derek hasn't given up at all. And he is got a comfortable lead, 16 seconds over Lee Ellis. And Lee is only 1.5 seconds behind Krister. So Krister, Mr. number 2 in the standings, is doing okay. We have a whole half the race left to go. I'm hoping the stream lasts that long. We've got Paulo in 5th. He's 4 seconds back. Easily made up with any kind of problem. There is Ed Jones in 6th. And Danny Britos in 7th, about to be passed by a hypercar. Who is that? That's McLennan. So he's been passed by everybody already. All right, where is our closest gap here? Yeah, closest gap is probably Derek. There is Derek. Here he comes. See, I don't like the way that screen looks. Maybe because it's rain, there's a lot of graphics to keep track of. I'm pretty sure my graphics is set at medium, so and my graphics card should not be having trouble. Take a look at my CPU temperatures are 36. That's not that bad either. So I'm not taxing anything. So Derek has actually got the closest gap of anyone, I think. Maybe not. Krister's not that far from Ellis. You can see Ellis, probably. There he is, just around the corner here from Krister. And Derek, oh, he can really see Steve Howells because he is, well, it's a whole 3 seconds. And just barreling along here is Mr. Brian Murray, who's got coming up on some traffic. Let's just see how he gets by. That looks like Paolo. And given, look at that, first on the side of his car. Look at him just go by Alex like he's standing still. Beautiful job there. Brian didn't lose anything. Whoa, hit that curb a little bit. Careful, he was careful. These curbs are going to get slipperier and slipperier. Come on, Brian, you don't want to blow this with a spin or something. And Steve, let's watch Steve come around here. A little bit hard to watch, like I say, when you're getting this erratic behavior on the server. Again, could be the server. I don't want to blame the server. It could be my computer also. See, look at that skid. I don't know if that looked like a skid from Steve. Let's just look at his inputs here and see if he really is skidding around these corners. Let's see how fast he gets going on the straightaway in this Ferrari. He's in a Ferrari. .295, 300, 305, 79, 309. Just getting around here really slow, down to 80 kilometers an hour. I just want to see if he's actually skidding or if that's our problems with lag here. Let's see how he goes through and if he has to correct. No correction there. Look at the standing water on the inside of that track. That's why some of these guys are going wide. They were saying it gets heavier and heavier. Oh yeah, he corrected a little bit there. Been very careful on the throttle, you notice. Very careful on the throttle. Looks like McLennan is caught up to Nick Newcomb here. Nick is in second place. This is going to have a dramatic effect on the standings. Looks like Michael tried to go. No, he did not go wide there. It's just our problems with the screen. But Nick was on the Michael was on the inside of that curb when he tried to pass last time. There's definitely the battle on the track right now. Everybody else is quite far apart. Let's see how Nick looks at it from his point of view in the rooster tail. A little bit, but not too bad. Are they coming up to a GT3 car there? There's looks like standing water on that corner. And look at his traction control, just hammering the traction control there. It's just on all the time. Let's see how Nick's traction control is doing. Oh yeah, look at that. He's got it going too. All those little flashes on the dashboard, that's all traction control or ABS. That's traction control there. So they don't have different colors for traction control and the throttle. No, that is definitely just traction control or ABS, I'm sure. Let's just see if his ABS kicks in when he slams on the brakes near the end here. There he goes by Ed Jones, both of them, but now he's got a brake. Let's see if braking is okay. Yes, it is. Ooh, looks like Nick went a little wide there. Anybody having any trouble in the GT3 side? Well, Paolo has caught up to Krister still. Krister's 6 seconds back from Ellis. He was closer than that earlier. So this is not a bad battle here. There you go. I'm just watching, trying to do something else here while we're watching. On the GT3 side, McLennan looks like Newcomb passed McLennan. Was Newcomb behind him earlier? No. I think he was. Well, Newcomb's going to try, or sorry, McLennan's going to try and catch up here now. There he goes into the first corner. Newcomb's being a little, Michael was a little bit better, got right on him, but he couldn't get on the throttle fast enough. Oh, here we go. Oh, we just lost that. Lost that one. Seems on that same corner every time, huh? Excuse me, McLennan's in a Toyota. The only Toyota out in the crowd today. This is the only battle on track right now. We are over 2/3 of the way in the race. I don't think anybody's pitted yet. Their energy says 48. They should be able to actually make it without pitting here, I think. Oh, Newcomb. What's going on here? Is Newcomb caught up to Hopkins? Looking at gaps or no. For a second there, Newcomb looked like he had caught up. Michael just can't make it happen with that against that Porsche. Although looks like he's got a slipstream going here. Might just make it happen here. Here he comes. Oh, that's great engine sound. Nice too. Look at this. You know Michael likes to outbrake people. Not this time. A little too hard in this rain, I guess. Our Nick just hit it perfectly. So looking at the gaps up there, Brian has got a 10-second lead on Steve Young, who is 20 seconds up on Jose. Next is Bruce Hopkins, 14 seconds back. And we've got these two guys that you're watching for the GT3 class. Then we just look, you just lost everything once again. There we go. The Kraken Special in the Lexus. That is Steve Howells. He has got a 18-second lead now on Derek Bird, as you see him get passed by Steve Young, who's in second place. And there is Derek. Derek has only a 3-second lead over Ellis, however. Not quite 3 seconds, actually. There is Ellis coming up, and he's getting passed by some hypercar. Just see who that is. That is Jose passing, trying to get by Krister. Now it's saying my OBS is connecting and reconnecting. Look at that. We're having all sorts of issues. Not good, folks. I'll have to start diagnosing some issues, see if it's on my end or on the stream's end. I'm just going to see if I can get rid of some stuff here. We're back on with Derek in second place. He is he's a couple of seconds ahead of Lee, and Lee is the closest battle. No, I think Nick is still battling with McLennan here. Just see where McLennan is. Looks like he just got by him. The tower is showing McLennan ahead. Oh, no, it doesn't. No, sorry. It was McLennan all along who was trying to catch up to him. Look at that. They just disappear. This is driving me crazy. Crazy. There's nothing else I can turn off if it's my machine. I'm not even going to bother. I think I'm going to turn off Discord also. Mostly, like most of you, I did a Windows upgrade yesterday. I wonder if that's having an effect. So it looks like Newcomb's coming up on Krister. That's going to disappear because I'm sure. There we go. Krister really got in between these two cars. That's going to affect McLennan a little bit. All right, let's get on with McLennan. Did he get by him yet? Nope, he's not by him yet. Krister is in a battle, so he doesn't want to. He does not want to give up too much time to Ed here. So give him a little bit of a chance right there. Not quite. Not sure if that's the real racing line or the screen, the system not doing it. Ed Jones is behind Krister, but I'm not sure how far. Quite a bit. Looks like Jones had some trouble somewhere, because he is now 40 seconds behind Krister. So yeah, Krister's on his own right now. And Lee Ellis and Derek are the two that are quite close. There is Lee Ellis's beautiful. And Lee, I'm not sure if Lee has got a. Look at that, just disappearing on me. Oh my God. Let's stick with it to see if it reconnects. Turned everything off that I can turn off. There we go. It's reconnecting once in a while. I'm going to stick with this just to make sure you guys see the end of the race. You've stuck with me. If you've stuck with me this long. So that is Steve Young. Oh, there he goes. He disappeared again. It's just funny that it's not, the game is not dying, it's just losing connection to the server once in a while. You'd think if it was my internet connection, the system would just die. And the overlay that I'm looking at from hey, look at that. The rooster tails were there, but the cars weren't. This is McLennan's only a second behind Newcomb. In the GT3 side, everything is pretty well spread out now. Some people had some issues, I guess, and the gaps have gotten bigger. Show you the gaps here on the, that are the gaps on the GT3 side. Steve's got a commanding lead over Derek now, although Derek is not that far ahead of Ellis, so Derek has to make sure he stays on track in this last 15 minutes of the race. The last 15 minutes of the race. And looks like McLennan got ahead of Nick somehow. And I'm going to see if I can back up a little bit. This probably will cause some issues. Where is McLennan? And Nick's behind McLennan. Or is he? Oh. We're just going to keep watching. Oh, he's ahead of McLennan here. Or Nick Newcomb, I should say. We get on board with Nick instead. And it's just somewhere along here. So there's McLennan is behind Nick here. He just got by Lee Ellis. Nick did. And McLennan's behind him. Let's just see what happens if we can find out what happened here. Nick went off. No, he didn't. Again, that's hard to tell what's going on here, but let's just keep it up because I think McLennan does pass him soon. Oh, that's what happened. Newcomb got stuck behind a GT3 car and McLennan just went by him there. Wow, that was something. So now let's go back to live action, sort of, if I can find it. Let's just see if it's going to reconnect. This is a streamer's nightmare here, folks. There we go. There's Steve. Whoop. It looked like he hit a wall there for a second, didn't it? So yeah, Steve is 16 seconds back. What do we got going in the GT3 class? GT3, everybody's fairly spread out. So this, while I'm doing this, let me just see. I'm going to get rid of actually this overlay too and go straight to, man, oh man, this is just a mess. So see, my streaming software is losing connection with the stream, but it reconnects fairly well. How do I change the cars now? That's not good. Can't get to the GT3 guys. This way. Interesting. Let me go get back into the overlay while you guys are watching. I can change groups in the overlay, but cannot change it on this screen. Bear with me for a second. There we go. Let's just go back here and change. There we go, back to these guys. I'm going to go through everyone here just to give you a little bit of a look at everybody. There's Mr. Brian Murray. He is in the lead by 12 seconds as usual. There's Steve Young in his Ferrari. The Aston Martins are not doing well. I'm going to tell you why when we get to them. There is Jose. Jose in that nice new livery in his Porsche. Another Porsche, Mr. Bruce Hopkins, who has made his way up to 4th place from last. He is 17 seconds behind Jose. That's not insurmountable if he has some pace. Let's just take a peek at the timing here. Average of the last 5 for Bruce is 145, whereas Jose's 144, so he is still going strong. Let's get rid of that now. And McLennan next. There is McLennan's Toyota. And look at this. All the Aston Martins are down at the back. Not the Aston Martins are down at the back. The other guys aren't finished. But Nixon and Aston Martin. The Aston Martin has a fixed wing. You cannot change the angle on the wing on the Aston Martin, which is I'm not sure if that's good or bad. Let's go to the GT3 class. Steve Howell's firmly in the lead over Derek Bird. He is in that Kraken Lexus. Beautiful white car. Let's see if I can find an interesting. Well, that's a pretty nice view. Gets in close to the car. Comes McLennan on Howells. Look at that. It doesn't even look white in that screen. That's funny. Derek Bird is next in his traditional Porsche. Not traditional colors for Derek yet. And looks like Brian Murray is going to lap him for at least a second time here. Let's just watch this happen. Look at that guy go by. Oh, look at that, outbraking him in the corners. Derek is having, that's interesting. There we go. Lee Ellis in the first Mercedes. Black Mercedes in third place. Paulo Alex in the Porsche in fourth place. Ed Jones in a McLaren in fifth. The Richard Milne McLaren. Krister and the Joker Mercedes in sixth. Danny Britos last but not least in the McLaren. And let's look at gaps here, folks. Nobody is close to anybody right now. We have 9 minutes to go. 9 minutes to go. Let's see what this looks like. Virtual energy. Averaging 5% per lap. Who has got the lowest energy going? We have 8 minutes left. Oh, they're going to make it to the end. They are going to make it to the end. How about the GT3 class? They are using almost 5 per lap. 2.4 per lap. Sorry. 2.4 per lap. Averaging 4.8. Are these guys coasting a little bit right now? I don't know what that means. Because we have 8 minutes left. About a minute and a half per lap. So that's not very many laps. That's just 3 or 4. Okay, let's just keep watching people to see if anybody has any issues. Looks like the synchronization has settled down a little bit. Ooh, although Jose looked like he went off there. Yeah, he did because he's losing time, big time. Bruce is 16 seconds back. McLennan is barreling along. He got ahead of Newcomb by a lot. Newcomb's 10 seconds back now. That's a nice looking car. McLennan's livery. That looks like a standard livery. Fujitsu. And it's getting dark a little bit. There is Nick Newcomb trying to get by the Kraken Special. And let's get on board with him. He is in first place. Mr. Stephen Howell, the commanding lead over Derek Bird. And Derek is zooming along in second place here, 3 seconds ahead of Mr. Lee Ellis. There he is coming back here. Let's see if he is actually making up any time in that big Mercury. Next is Paulo Alex. He's in some traffic there with some hypercars. Way back behind him is Ed Jones. And 9 seconds back is Krister. Krister was in second place in the standings. This is going to have a huge, huge effect on the standings. There is Danny Britos. Danny Britos. Oop, I don't think that is, that's just my synchronization disappearing there. I don't think Danny had a trouble. No problemo. Big intervals on hypercar side. Everybody's at least 10 or 15 seconds back. And on the GT3 side, let's see what the intervals look like. There's a few 3 seconds. Lee is the closest guy to his next opponent, and that is Derek Bird. As my system just goes wacko. And let's just see what Lee is looking at. He can barely see Derek up ahead. But this is the closest interval right now. So let's get on with Bird, because Bird's got to know he's 2 seconds back. So he has to be careful. He cannot delay it up too much, because that is for second place in this race. So let's take a quick peek at the lap times here. Ooh, okay. Looks like the last lap, Lee caught up with him a little bit. And no, sorry, Lee caught up with him a lot. Lee dropped 9 seconds off his last lap, so, or 0.9 seconds, I should say. So, yeah, he caught up quite a bit. Let's see what is going on this sector. Gained in the first sector, gained in the second sector. So Lee is giving Derek something to think about anyway. I'm not going to do a podium interview today, because if I'm having issues, I don't want to have that be a mess. Just stay on board with Derek here, see if he's going to make any mistakes. That looks like it was Lee Ellis's best second sector. That's a green sector, so it looks like a best second sector he has had. And Paolo Alex is doing great on his. Look at that. His average was 54, and he had a 52 there, so he's jumping up nicely. Ellis is gaining slightly, just slightly. Let's take a look at his track efforts here. Just slightly on Derek. And get on board with him. See how hard he's working. 2.5 seconds back. Listen to the grunt of that Mercedes. If you guys are talking on the chat, I can't see it. I got rid of my internet connection for YouTube just to see if that improved things a little bit on the broadcast side. He's gained another third of a second on Derek, who is chasing him down. He's chasing him down. We might have an interesting finish here the last 3 minutes, as the big Merc is trying hard to catch up. He's down to 2 seconds. Down to 1.7 seconds now. Is Derek struggling? Let's get on board with him and see if he's struggling. Got a good exit there, that's for sure, but I think it's the Merc that's getting traction somewhere. Let's watch him track down Mr. Bird. Look at that, he had a 52.5. That's almost a full second from Lee's last lap. We're just coming up to the next start-finish line here. A little bit closer, and now we've got a hypercar coming back. Who is that in the hypercar behind Alex? That is Ed Jones. Oop, I lost Ellis there. Sorry. So, oh, that was Jose Alves got by him. Now, Derek, he didn't lose too much time there. Letting that hypercar go through. Oh, now he lost it. Now he lost it coming out of that corner. 2.5 seconds again. There's the hypercar trying to get by Derek. They're in an interesting part of the track. Looks like Jose's going to try and go around the outside. Does he get it? Does he get it? Yes, he does. So, 2 seconds back is Ellis. There's a little bit of a... He lost a little bit there to Derek. See, his sector time there is almost a full second. So I'm not sure if he's going to make this happen. He has only got a minute left. What are they in track-wise? Let's see if we can put the track back up. Yes, we can. Derek is... I'm not sure who Derek is here. They are halfway through that. They might make another lap out of this. We'll see. Let's just see if that happens. Oh yeah, look at that. Ellis is really gaining on him. Look at that. He's only a second back. That traffic... yeah, we're going to get another lap out of this. We could have an interesting finish, folks. We could have an interesting finish. We'll stay on board with Derek to see if he makes any mistakes. Look at his brake discs are just howling with heat. And Lee is only a second back. Derek's got to be feeling the pressure. Again, this is the only action in town. Everybody else is got some, got lots of gaps, so we're going to stick with this. Derek's only got 5% energy left. Woo! Hopefully he doesn't have to be managing that, because we've got a full lap left. This is the last lap, folks. The last lap. Let's get on board with Ellis to see what he's looking at. He's going to be pushing for everything that he can. There's the second part of the chicane. Nope, that's the first chicane. Here comes the second part. Long right-hander followed by a quick left-hander that tightens at the end. And we're coming up against the last little bit. This is the way it's going to finish. So let's get on board with Brian. There's Brian's already done. There's Steve Young's already done. There's Jose coming over the start-finish line. Let's find a good spot here. There's the right one. Hopkins coming here. And let's see if we can catch Steve Howells. He is just finishing his race. There's Derek coming over the finish line. Happy to see that finish line, I'm sure. There's Ellis next. Bruce Hopkins in Hypercar and Paolo Alex. Well, that was not the greatest stream in the world, folks. So I'm not sure how I'm going to manage that. Oop. Lost something here. Let me get rid of the screen. I'll sign off. Hang on, I can't sign off that way. And we get an exit and get rid of that. Trying to get my OBS back. And so, yes, that is it, folks. Let me put a different view up here. There we go. And my beautiful face. So, next week, it's Silverstone. I don't think it's going to be a wet race. Although I thought the guys were talking about making it local weather. I'll hold off on that. We'll see what happens next week. So, sorry about the stream not being very clean and wonderful, but that's the way it goes. So we will see you next week on board with another race. And we'll see you on track, most of you. I will be missing tomorrow's race in terms of GT3, but maybe I'll do a midfield madness on it. Anyway, we'll see you again on track. Bye for now.